Now we're going to move on to the movie review section of our show, and we have 2 movies to talk about, although, in a shocking turn of events, I'm the only one that saw both movies.
I was in Boston looking for Ben Affleck.
I
didn't find him.
Got him. You didn't find him. Got him. So, first movie, let's talk about Creed 3.
Okay.
Creed, for those of
chill.
for those of you who don't know, is a continuation of the Rocky franchise with Michael B. Jordan playing Adonis Creed, son of Apollo Creed. The first film I think is excellent. It's my second favorite film in the franchise behind the first Rocky. The second film I enjoyed very much so. It was a step down, sure, but it was really lovely. I thought it brought like emotional weight and baggage to like the Drago story, which I thought was impossible.
I love serious sequels to fun movies.
Yes, we do. And this film is also Michael B. Jordan's directorial debut, Creed 3, with Jonathan Majors as the villain character in the movie.
I need his agent.
Yeah, right? Jesus.
Oh, Christ.
Quick, name the Jonathan Majors movie where he comes in the third installment as the antagonist.
Ant-Man 3.
No, Creed 3. Both. But anyway, I love this movie, and I think it's my favorite movie of the year so far. It is March, and next week Scream comes out, so this is going to change.
Regardless of quality.
Regardless. But yes, I love this film. I do think it is a step up from Creed 2, but not as nearly as good as Creed 1, but I think Creed 1 is like an A+ movie. This film, I thought, as Michael B. Jordan as a director, not only did he nail the fight scenes are very stylistic. You can tell this guy loves anime just from watching the fight scenes.
That's what I've been hearing, yeah.
They were done really well. And it was the nuances, it was the little stuff as a director that he nailed. He nails emotional beats as a director. As an actor, we knew he was going to. He's a phenomenal actor, and he's great in the movie.
As is Jonathan Majors.
Yes. And he's, again, a showstopper in this movie. But as a director, I was really impressed with some of the work in the movie, especially the more nuanced stuff. Now, you can tell that there's some stuff that's quite... They do it for the sake of pace instead of the sake of the story and character.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, it's paced exceptionally well. I'm not going to spoil it, but you know how there's like the build-up right before the training montage of like when they finally decide that the fight's going to happen?
Yeah.
That scene is like 1 minute. And I'm not going to tell you how it goes down. It is so good, though. Like, it's literally like really quick. And it's like, we're going to fight. Let's do it. And then montage. Like, it's just like...
Nice.
It was so funny. I loved it. And the emotional stakes were really felt. And you bought that these guys knew each other for a long time. Because that's the backstory of the movie is they knew each other when they were younger.
Okay.
And you feel the rage of the antagonist. You feel the sympathy of the protagonist. And, like, you genuinely feel for both of these guys as they're fighting. And the punches hit harder when they hurt you in the heart. You know what I mean?
Can I get that on a throw pillow?
Sure you can.
I've got a couple speedball questions for you, rapid fire, that I've just been curious on the online discourse. Obviously, no spoilers, but I've heard one of the best final fights of the entire Rocky franchise.
Yes.
I've heard one of the best antagonists of the Rocky franchise. Thoughts? Yes?
Yes.
Interesting.
He's very good.
How is Tessa Thompson?
Amazing as always.
Did you miss Rocky?
No. And that is the most interesting part.
Did they say anything?
They mention Rocky.
Okay.
But they don't mention what he's up to right now.
Yeah.
Basically, I don't consider this a spoiler.
Well, he's not in the movie. If that's
no. But like, I don't consider what I'm about to say a spoiler.
Okay.
Surprise, surprise, the lead villain in the movie wants to fight for the heavyweight title.
Mm-hmm.
And the argument is why they won't do it is like, listen, you have no professional fights to your name. You're a complete amateur. Like, it doesn't make any business sense for us to do that. And he's like, see Apollo versus Rocky. You've done it before.
Gotcha.
And that's the only time they really mention it.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, that's it. And granted, he didn't really belong in the story. Now, could if you wanted to force him in, could you have gone routes to do it? Sure. But at no point in the movie did I feel like, damn, Rocky should have been.
The movie, do you think the movie would have been better with him in it?
I don't think so.
Right on.
Like, there's no scene in the movie that would have been like, damn, that would have felt more if it was Rocky. You know, like there's none of that.
I feel like I haven't seen the movie yet. I feel like Tessa Thompson was kind of a big part of the first Creed, and just kind of was in a few scenes, like was there to do the job as the love interest in the second one. But I feel like anything Rocky ever said to him outside of training, I feel like could have been said by Tessa Thompson and had just as much of an emotional impact.
Yeah, fair.
And do you think that they kind of transferred that to her in it?
In a way.
Okay.
I don't want to spoil what's really going on with the family dynamic there.
Fair.
But it is interesting.
Okay.
I will say, of the Creed movies, the weakest final training montage.
Damn, you hate
like it doesn't suck, right?
Yeah.
But it was the weakest of the three.
Think Creed 4 is that possibility?
Yeah. Especially with the money it just made. Yeah. Now, they do end the movie in a way to where if this was the last Creed, it is a send-off.
Yeah.
In a way. But they could do a 4, sure.
I'd give them another chance to direct a little bit. Yeah.
I love the montage in Creed 2. I honestly think of the 3 Creed movies, the Creed 2 montage is my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Just a little tangent there. I love the montage in Creed 2. But I thoroughly love the movie. Can I quickly pitch you Creed 4?
Go on.
Rocky dies.
Okay.
Which would make me incredibly sad. By the way, Creed 3 did make me cry. Every single movie in this franchise makes me cry, even the shitty 5th one. It's just a magic they have on me.
I saw a thing online that was really funny where someone was like, whenever a new movie comes out, people are like, oh, post your rankings. Like, oh, Spider-Man No Home's coming out. Post your Spider-Man rankings. Whatever. Someone said, all right, let's see them Rocky rankings. And then someone said, I have a theory. They're all chaos, but they're all not wrong, except that Rocky 5th is always last.
Yeah.
And looking at all these people rankings, I see validity in a lot of them.
Yeah, for real.
A lot of people had Rocky 2, number 1.
I disagree.
Mm-hmm.
I think
because it's Rocky 4 going.
I think the final act of Rocky 2 is insanely crowd pleasing and really well done.
Mm-hmm.
But I could literally do a 3-hour video on Rocky, so I'm not gonna.
Fair, yeah.
But my quick pitch for Creed 4, and let me preface this by saying this would not be a good movie. Don't do this.
None of our pitches to each other are ever good.
False. The Spider-Man trilogy we made at 3 a.m. in college was amazing. Let's not go there.
That was very good.
But anyway.
Guess who the villain was?
That is true. Rocky dies.
Okay. Rip.
Rocky's son, played by Milo Ventimiglia, you know exactly where I'm going with this, feels robbed of the years with his father and blames Adonis Creed because Rocky spent a lot of time with him instead of his real son. And he trains to become a boxer and challenges Adonis Creed. But Adonis doesn't want to fight Rocky's son because he's also sad that Rocky died. And the title of the movie is Creed v. Balboa.
I think your disclaimer at the front was good.
Yeah, it would be an awful fucking movie. It'd be terrible, right? A terrible movie. But I'd see it.
I mean, yeah, I'd go watch it. Yeah. I wouldn't be happy about it. But I mean, like you said, any story could be good if they write it well.
Yeah. And there's another aspect to Creed 3 that makes me think it might be the last movie.
Mm-hmm.
That I don't want to... You wouldn't care if I told you.
Yeah, don't tell me.
But like, it does something, a very small thing that surprised me. I was like, oh wow, they're like tying it all up.
Yeah.
And it just surprised me by when they did that. So, yeah. Anyway, love Creed 3. Don't make my Creed 4, please. Don't do that.
Recommend?
Big time recommend. The only other Creed 4 I'll accept is versus the Ghost of Apollo.
Clubber Lang's son.
So, I was hoping, don't ask me why, I was hoping in Creed 3 that Clubber Lang was going to be one of the announcers at the fight. I don't know why I wanted that to happen so bad, but could you imagine if it's like, great night here at the arena, what do you think, Clubber Lang? And it's just Mr. T. It would have been fantastic.
I pity the fool who gets in the ring with Creed.
It would have been great. But yes, love Creed 3.